Hello.
Oh, hello. I'm still dancing.
Starting off a little boogie.
Yeah.
Got a little shimmy
I
in
put a
you.
little boogie in it.
Speaking of little boogies, my nose will not stop running. I did
Yay.
make this tissue dance by putting a little boogie in it.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Just so much
Or
snot.
a lot of boogies in it.
I actually legitimately wonder where it all comes from. Like, I get to the point where I'm like,
Your left leg.
Huh?
Your left leg.
Right, okay, yeah, that's where all the snot gets stored. That's basic anatomy. Everyone knows that.
The left leg is hollow.
Right.
It's where all the mucus comes from.
Sure feels like it. I honestly wonder, like, how is it possible to produce this much liquid out of my nose? Like, scientifically, how am I not shriveled up by now? If that sounds like a joke, it is not.
You drink a lot of liquids.
I guess so. Just like downing seltzer water and sody pops, coffees.
Yes.
Sody pops.
Sody puffs.
Even more coffees. Yeah.
Lots of seltzer lately, though.
Yeah, tons of it. I did not like those things for a long time, and I still think I don't like LaCroix.
All right. I think there are other ones that are cheaper and just as good, if not better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I like the bubbly one.
Bubbly ones are good. I like Aha, but they're expensive. But their flavors are, like, superior.
Everyone says they're expensive, but I don't know what they actually cost because Sparkle doesn't put the price on the thing. And so I buy one in a Blue Moon, and then I'm like, I don't even know what I paid for this fucking thing.
It's probably about the same cost as LaCroix.
Look, is LaCroix expensive?
Yeah.
Really? I thought they were the cheapie. Huh. Okay. I learned something.
Maybe it's a little more than LaCroix. I can't quite remember. But Aha are the more expensive ones. But their flavors are really good. Like, they have interesting flavors.
The thing is, they also made that evil decision to sell them in 8-pack.
Yeah.
Like, that really annoys me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because you can never get the buns to go with them.
Right, yeah, because buns for seltzer water are sold in packs of 8. So it's like, oh, no.
Actually, it's perfect.
I poured all the seltzer water cans on my hot dog buns, and now I have 2 dry ones. Or 3, I don't know. I did that wrong. Doesn't matter. Yeah. We ran into that classic
Sausage
the classic
conundrum.
sausage conundrum. I was looking for that's exactly the right phrase. Because we made sausage, and the decision about how to separate them out into packs was very much like, I'm not going to be evil and put them in a pack of 6 like an animal.
Okay, but you have to understand. I need to share from my perspective what this looked like, though,
Sure.
and sounded like, because you're in the kitchen packaging the sausages. We made 12 pounds of sausage.
Maybe a little more.
Somewhere abouts. And you're packaging it up to put it in the freezer. And you're like, okay, I guess I'm going to package them in like bags of 6. And then out of nowhere, all of a sudden, no, I will not give in to the evil. And I was like, what is happening?
It's a disgusting industry practice, and it needs to end. The number of sausages should be equal to the number of buns, and the number of buns is always 8, and everybody knows it. Well, for the most part.
Packages of 8.
I guess some sausage buns
sausages
come in
what we have.
6s. So maybe it's not all that bad.
Hold on, I have to text my mom.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's because she planned on stopping by at some point.
Yes, and she
Okay.
said she was going to come over shortly, so I have to tell her we're in the middle of a podcast.
Should we stop?
No.
I don't know if she's going to be reachable. She might already be in her car.
No, she just, I don't know. She could drop it off if she wants.
Okay.
Anyways,
yeah.
so
we made like 42 sausages.
we made lots of sausages.
And we froze a lot of sausage.
We've also eaten a lot of sausage.
We've eaten over a quarter of that sausage.
It's very good sausage.
Your mother
Now
is
my mom
calling
is
you right
calling,
now.
so we do have to pause.
All right, hold on. All right, we're back.
And we're back.
That ended up being good timing.
Yes, Mom had a birthday card for you. I gave her some sausage. And it just so happened that a package I was waiting on that I was hoping to get for this very episode was in the mail when you happened to check it.
Mysterious
A
envelope.
mysterious envelope appeared. So, perfect timing.
By the way, the postage cost exactly $4.20.
Blaze it.
Blaze it.
Oh, good. Did I talk on this podcast about my doctor?
I don't think you mentioned that on the. That's a really good story, though.
So the last time I went to see my doctor, which kind of goes into something I wanted to talk about anyway, I went to talk to her about it. We've been working through mental health issues together. She's my general practitioner, but I've been going to her for years, and yeah, I salute that. And she's given me anxiety medications because I thought I had anxiety, and we were working through that, and it's helped a little bit, but not entirely. And so I was going to her to talk to her about the possibility that I have ADHD. So she referred me to go get tested. But during that appointment, they've since they switched. They were under one branch and they switched to being under someone else, like her practice. And when they did that, they switched software. And it's been a whole mess. Like when I called to make my appointment, they didn't even have me in their new software yet. And everyone hates the new software apparently. So she was having to go back through her records to see the last time I was there. She's like, "Oh, when did I see you last?" And when she looked at the date, she was like, "Oh God, what'd she do?" She was like, "Oh, April 20th." And then she looked at me and went, 420. And I looked at her and went, "Blaze it." And she went, "Yeah."
It's not the reaction you expect from your doctor.
Right. But it made me laugh so hard. Yeah. I had to tell because in our group of friends, in our group chat, every day at 4:20, there's usually some person who has their phone and says something about blazing.
Used to be more consistent. We've really dropped it on the blaze it at 4:20.
Yeah.
Which is disappointing.
Oh, well. There was one night that I woke up and it happened to be 4:20 and I almost texted the group, but I was too sleepy.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I almost did it.
I have done the 4:20 a.m. blaze it.
Yeah.
And the reaction is always, why the hell were you awake?
Right. Usually, I'm always busy at that time. I'm either driving home or I'm still at work.
Yeah.
I'm never in a good spot to say blaze it.
Back in the good old days when Blaine still worked with me, we would have epic, sort of 420
blaze offs.
One time we made up this crazy story about some space captain named Blaze something or other, and he was being pursued by the weed police in space. And it was no, you shall not blaze. And he says, you do not know the power of my blazing. We made this crazy story about it.
That's silly.
Yeah. I don't even smoke weed.
I know.
I don't even smoke weed, but it's
most
just
of
fun.
us don't.
Yeah.
But the doctor's story goes into the fact that she referred me to get tested for ADHD, and I did that, and I just got my results, and I, in fact, have ADHD. And it explains so much of my life to me.
We have to go back first, because we have to talk about your crazy scenario in the bathroom of the test center.
Oh, yeah. Did we talk about that on here yet? No.
I don't think that we did.
Okay, so, oh man, I've been missing out on so much good stuff. So I went for an ADHD assessment, and basically the way this worked out is that it's a little interview first where she asks questions of hey, what's going on? Why do you think you have this? And then she asks some specific questions do you forget things a lot? Do you lose things a lot? Just things that are common for people with ADHD and stuff like that. Then she had to set up for the actual assessment. So she's like, "Hey, I need a minute to set up. So if you need to use the bathroom or anything." I was like, "Actually, I really have to go." So I go into the bathroom, and off to the side, there's a little cabinet, and there's candles on top of it. And everyone knows the phrase "live, laugh, love," right? It's one of those played out little cliches.
Yes. The soothing words of
the white girl mantra.
Yes, of white women essentially.
So they have these candles. Each one has a word on it, and they're all different sizes. So live candle is the smallest, laugh is the next biggest, and love is the largest.
Yeah.
So any normal person
arranges them
would arrange them
in
as
that order.
smallest to biggest, so it says live, laugh, love. But
Right.
they did not do that. They arranged them so it says live, love, laugh. So smallest, biggest, next biggest to the right. And I am sitting here looking at it while I'm going to the bathroom like, I need to fix this.
No, but better, you thought, what if this is a test?
Well, my first thought was, I need to fix this. Like, this is not right. I should fix this. And then I was like, you can't rearrange things in their bathroom. And then it was like, maybe this is part of the test. And so then my next
I
thought...
absolutely would have rearranged those.
And I...
Absolutely.
I know a lot of our friends would.
Not a doubt. I would have been like, nope, fuck that.
And then my next thing, I was like, okay, I am rational enough to know I cannot just go rearranging things in a psychologist's office. Like, I know not to do that.
I think it would have been fine.
So then my next thought was like, okay, yeah, you can't rearrange anything. But maybe when you go back in there, you could just subtly be like, passed your bathroom test. and then I was like, no, because that just sounds like I'm a 33-year-old woman who's proud that she went potty by herself. And like, you can't do that either.
Hey, I just want you to know, I was in the bathroom. I saw what you did. I spotted your test. I passed. I know what you did. You tried to get me. But I saw it. I put them in the right order because you were clearly testing me.
I meant like I passed the test as in I resisted.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I resisted changing anything.
That is actually the craziest possible reaction, is just to be like, I did it. I didn't rearrange the candles.
But if you want to know what it's like to have ADHD, it's that immediate reaction, the impulsivity of like, fix the candles. No, don't fix the candles. Okay, but tell her that you didn't fix the candles. No, don't do that.
Don't mention it, weirdo. They're just candles.
Luckily, I have enough in there to tell me not to do those things.
I would have so loved to see you confidently walk out of there going, I passed the test. I didn't move the candles.
But I passed the test.
I'm totally normal.
I passed that test, but I have ADHD.
Yeah.
So I've been reading lots of books, and if anyone is interested in the subject or thinks they have it or whatever, has someone who has it.
It's well known that it is underdiagnosed in girls.
Yeah.
And it's...
and we personally have several friends who were diagnosed as adults.
Yeah. Plus the fact that, like, it does not manifest in the same ways for everybody. And so it's... I mean, if it's worth, asking yourself a series of questions if you find...
Yeah, I mean, you can't diagnose yourself, but do what I did and talk to a doctor.
This is what I mean. Asking yourself a series of questions to determine whether, like, talking to someone about it might be worth doing. Because it does not present... Like, ADHD conjures up in people's heads like some sugared up kid, and it's not... It's not that.
It's not that. I was never that. I have mostly an attentive type, a little bit of a mixture. But for me, like, the hyperness doesn't come out as, like, running around crazy, because I'm not a high energy person, but it comes out as, like, talking a mile a minute.
Yeah.
Like, not being able to figure out what I want to do next, but feeling wired. Yesterday, I was, like, on a tear. Like, I just...
You were in rare form yesterday. We're laying in bed like it's time to go to sleep, and I'm holding my phone, and you're just waving your hand in front of my face. And I'm, like, trying to get around your hand.
My eyes were closed. I had my mask on, and I was just
batting
interrupting everything he was doing.
Just, like, sticking your hand in my face. Like, ah.
And I had to make a conscious effort to stop myself from doing it, because I kept wanting to do it.
You were in the middle of talking about how weird it was, and you started doing it again.
I couldn't help it.
Super weird.
Yesterday was a very weird mood for me. I was very up all day.
And it wasn't even like you were, like, drinking caffeine or anything?
No, I haven't been having caffeine. Like, I'll have an occasional soda, but I'm really trying not to have caffeine because it makes things worse for me. But and that's not the case for all people with ADHD. Sometimes it helps chill you out a little bit, but not me. It makes me crazy.
I'll tell you, I'm at the point I can drink a pot of coffee a day and feel nothing.
Yeah.
That's
nope, not me.
It's not fun.
If I have a sip of coffee, of strong coffee, the way I act makes me feel like I downed the whole thing. And I'll look at it and barely any is missing. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm sweating. I'm anxious. I'm shaking. I feel like I'm losing my mind. And I'm like, I must have drank way more of that than I thought. And I look and like nothing's gone.
See, that's it. That's why I don't notice the coffee, because I'm always sweating, anxious, and feeling like I'm losing my mind.
But the point of the ADHD topic was I wanted to bring up the book. It's called You Mean I'm Not Lazy, Stupid, or Crazy. The doctor who diagnosed me strongly suggested it, and I ordered like 6 books about ADHD because ADHD.
That's also your approach to anything,
right?
Like this personal is, well, I'm gonna library out about it.
I'm gonna learn everything I can. And it's actually been really helpful to understand things and be like, oh, that's like a thing. That's not just me. Like it really does help to feel like there are reasons for things you couldn't explain before.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sometimes I'm a little concerned that there is an attempt to pathologize every behavior.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I think I don't know. I'm glad that it's being helpful. I just Well,
I think what's important is to like take explanations for what they are, but not use them as excuses. You know, like, that can explain why I did this thing as a kid that we didn't understand why I was like that. Like, yeah, you were like overstimulated, and that's why you had these tantrums that as a chill kid you normally wouldn't have. Like
the underwear thing.
I wasn't gonna bring up the incredibly personal topic of the underwear, but okay.
Were you really not?
I wasn't, but okay.
Christy, hold on a minute.
I will. I am an open person.
On this podcast,
I have talked about much more personal things, but as a child, a very small child, like I hated the feeling of underwear like tight against my skin. It drove me crazy, and my mom didn't know why, but she knew that it really bothered me.
Yeah.
So before I was going to school, this wasn't a problem. I could just like wear soft pants and not wear underwear.
Yeah.
That was fine. But when I started having to go to like preschool, she's like, I can't send you without skivvies. Like you have to wear some kind of underwear.
Yeah.
But I still couldn't deal with it. So she had to get me like women's underwear so that they were loose enough that they wouldn't be touching me tightly, because it like I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
So I was reading this book and like came across a bit about like overstimulation, and it's any sense, like it could be sounds that are just too much for you, or like seeing something that's just like too much going on and you get overstimulated. But it can also be like tactile feelings. Mm-hmm. And it hit me. I was like, oh my God, that's why I couldn't handle the underwear. It just like something about that feeling was too much for me. And I grew out of that, by the way. I'm fine with underwear. But
Christy, I'm fine with underwear Davenport.
I mean, I don't wear them if I don't have to, but
right. But
that's a comfort thing.
You don't find underwear intolerable now.
Yes. But I texted my mom, like, I understand the underwear thing now.
Please tell me you texted her with more context than that.
I don't remember how I said it. Let's go back.
I understand the underwear thing. Cool. What? I forgot to turn the furnace off, so now the low rumble of our furnace is just driving me slowly crazy.
The exact thing I texted to her at 8:37 p.m. yesterday was, I just learned why I hated wearing underwear as a small child and had to wear super large underwear. And she said, I remember that. You couldn't have them touching you. I said, yep, super common in people with ADHD.
Yeah.
And she said, you were really young. And I said, it's a brain problem. I've had it probably since I was born.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I didn't like underwear. I'm fine with them now.
I tolerate underwear.
They're
okay.
It's, they're not my favorite, but I wear them as a civilized member of society when I have to.
Well, Miss Civilized Member of Society, would you like to play a game? because I think it's about time.
I would love to stop talking about underwear in my childhood and would love to play a game instead.
All right. Let's do it. Let's play Trues and Fnews.
All right.
You need to tell me why you wouldn't happen to mean.
It's time for Trues and Fnews.
Time to play Trues and Fnews. Time to play Trues and Fnews. Everyone's playing a famous game, the game that's taking the internet by storm.
It's time for Trues and Fnews.
A Merv Griffin production.
All right, let's do it. Let's play Trues and Fnews.
All right. You're gonna have to explain to me how to play.
God damn it. All right, I will. Trues and Fnews is a game, a news game, an internet news game, you might even say, in which I present to you 2 false stories, 1 true story. These are Trues and Fnews. You have to determine which of the stories is a true story, the Trues, or the false stories, the Fnews.
That was good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Do you like my little gasps?
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Story number 1. Kraft Foods is hiring the 34th class of Wienermobile drivers to drive the iconic hot dog mobile across the country for 1 year. The job somehow requires a bachelor's degree in a field like journalism, marketing, or public relations, and of course, a license and favorable driving record.
Okay.
Number 2, the NRA, in the midst of its bankruptcy proceedings, has asked members to show support by marching next week in front of the Southern District of New York Bankruptcy Court. However, to keep it safe, they're asking people to live stream videos of themselves marching in place at home, which will be projected on a big board across the street.
Okay.
Number 3, an Abilene, Texas man is being charged on computer fraud and abuse charges after hacking dozens of Fort Worth billboards to display the same image: Ted Cruz eating a Twinkie in a compromising, suggestive manner.
Okay. All right. I need a repeat.
All right. Number 1, Kraft Foods is hiring the 34th class of Wienermobile drivers to drive the iconic hot dog mobile across the country for 1 year. The job somehow requires a bachelor's degree in a field like journalism, marketing, or public relations, and of course, a license and favorable driving record. Number 2, the NRA, in the midst of its bankruptcy proceedings, has asked members to show support by marching next week in front of the Southern District of New York Bankruptcy Court. However, to keep it safe, they're asking people to live stream videos of themselves marching in place at home, which will be projected on a big board across the street.
Okay.
Number 3, an Abilene, Texas man is being charged on computer fraud and abuse charges after hacking dozens of Fort Worth billboards to display the same image: Ted Cruz eating a Twinkie in a compromising, suggestive manner. Oh, Ted Cruz, you at it again.
Psycho killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Eat that Twinkie.
I always hated Ted Cruz, but I hate him so much more now.
Yeah. So here's my summary.
Not for
Number
the Twinkie
1.
thing, by the way.
Yeah.
The Twinkie thing is unrelated to my hatred for Ted Cruz.
Number 1, educate your wiener drivers. Number 2, NRA asked members to videotape what they would be doing anyway, marching in place for no reason.
Weird.
Number 3, watch Ted Cruz eat that Twinkie.
Watch him slowly and deliberately.
Suggestively
Yes.
eat that Twinkie. I don't like your sound.
Yum.
Okay. I want the third one to be true.
Yeah.
I don't want that man to be in jail for it, but I want it to be true that it happened.
The third one is the most delightful story.
The truths, I'm going with the most delightful story, although I think it's very possible that number 1 is the truth, but I'm going with 3.
It's like a 1.5 vote there. That's like 1 for the Ted Cruz and a half for the Wienermobile.
Yeah, but my official vote is for Ted Cruz eating that Twinkie.
Unfortunately, that is not real.
Is the Wienermobile
it's
real?
Absolutely the Wienermobile.
Okay. I knew there was that chance, but I'd like to vote my heart.
Yeah, me too. Usually I would prefer to be wrong and align with the story that makes me happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I didn't realize that they have this is the 34th class of Wienermobile drivers.
Yeah.
And of course, it's like a little bit, it feels almost like a joke that to drive the Wienermobile, you still have to have a bachelor's degree.
Here's the thing. It does. It feels silly, but I bet you don't just drive the Wienermobile.
That's
like
correct.
you probably have to write a blog about the stuff you do or the people you interact with or the places you go. That's why you have to have like journalism or PR degree, you know.
It actually looks like an exhausting job because
I'm sure.
for 1 year, crossing the country, you have to do like 200 events.
Yeah.
You have to stay, you know, in like, you know, short-term corporate like places or like hotels. And you're traveling, you're on the road. You have to like pitch interviews and stuff to local news and things, show up at like, you know, public events where it's like, oh, they're opening a new library and here's the Wienermobile, you know. There's some savvy involved.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that job. That sounds so incredibly exhausting.
It feels like it would be really cool for a week, and then you just realize you've been tricked by a multinational corporation
to
into
be doing the
driving a
job
hot
of
dog
like
car.
3 people.
Yeah, right.
That's what it sounds like. It's like, okay, you need a degree to do this job, but actually this is something we should hire a PR person for.
Yeah.
And should hire like a journalist for, and then have like a driver to drive the car.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it feels like it's all fun and games until you gotta like be on the side of the road fixing a flat on the big wiener.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I do.
Boy, don't I know.
I've been there a million times.
Who hasn't?
We're in like a weird good mood today.
Yeah, we are.
That's good though. I like it.
But yeah, no, that's a true thing. It feels insulting on some level and demeaning to the youth of America that like you have to have a degree to drive a hot dog car. Like something about that is, I get why.
So yeah, that's why that was my tip off that I'm like, they're saying you're driving the car, but they're gonna ask way more of you because that's the real bait and switch, right? Like that's what we're used to.
Yeah.
Is like we're gonna ask way more of you than we should be asking of you, and
Yeah.
because things are the way they are, you're gonna fucking do it. We're not gonna pay you enough, and we're gonna be super demanding.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they are or not, but that's like a lot to ask.
I will say this. I think if I had the opportunity and I could like pick up my life again at the end of the year, I think I'd do it.
I wouldn't. That is absolutely not a job I'd be good at.
It would be exhausting.
Yes.
You'd be very, very busy. And
Yes.
you'd constantly be having to talk to people, go to events, cook hot dogs on some pull-out grill. Like probably, you know, like you're going to be busy.
Absolutely couldn't do it. I know that about myself. I do not have the discipline to like write about things and like
Think of the
be
book,
consistent the way you'd have to be consistent.
think of the book's worth of materials you could write after a year with the Wienermobile.
Yeah. There'd be like, it would come to a point after a few weeks where there'd just be a week of me just like tossing some hot dogs at some kids and be like, fuck it. I can't handle you right now.
Just like driving past a ribbon cutting on a car dealership going, I have had 4 hours of sleep, and just throwing packages of dogs and buns. I'll be at the Best Western.
Cook them yourselves.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I don't see that. I don't see me being able to do that. But
There's something beautiful about it. I don't know what it's like. I would love to see
everyone- it's
Kerouac's on the road done
Right.
from the perspective of
of the
wiener.
weenie driver. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's make it.
It's like
Let's write that script.
He's like hopped up on Benny's and it's like 3 a.m. and his friend's fucking some girl in the back seat and they're like, we gotta make it to Tucson.
No, don't use those. I need those packages of wieners for my event tomorrow.
Don't use them
Yes. I said what I
in
said.
a sexual manner.
Yes.
Ooh,
They're hopped up on Benny's. What do you want?
that's a good point. I think. I don't know. Do people fuck hot dogs when they're hopped up on Benny's?
Do they ever?
Yes.
There's your answer. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move
I think
on.
it's time for a break.
Yeah, this got weird. Let's take a break. We'll come back with
When does
your
it
main
not?
topic for this episode. Yeah, we're back. Yep, we're back.
And we're back.
I just realized in editing this episode together, last episode when the True News theme was supposed to come in, it didn't.
Instead,
just me leaning out of my chair going,
making dead noises.
Hit the marker button on the recording software. And just go,
Good job.
These are the kind of noises I make all the time.
Me too. We're old now.
I miss being young enough that you didn't have to make a noise every time you sit down or lean or do anything requiring any effort.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not anymore.
Nope, not anymore. Gosh, I'm turning 34 in like days.
Yes, you are.
Which means I outlived Jesus. I was thinking about it. I have outlived Jesus if I make it to 34.
Proud of you.
I don't want to jinx it yet.
There's still a couple days left for me to crucify you.
That's true. I can wake up one day and just be like upright and be like, what the hey? And then my hands are tied to a cross and oh boy.
I've got the nails poised at the ready.
Oh no. What? I should have accounted for this. No, yeah, I don't know why I thought about that, but if you live to 34, you beat Jesus's record. So
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Are we ready?
I think so.
Let's do it.
What do we got?
So often we have like topics that are they're interesting, but they're bummers.
Yeah. I know this is not going to be a bummer.
This is not a bummer. This is not that day. This is not that topic. This is a light-hearted, fun, cute little thing.
I have like a feeling now about what it might be. Just because I know enough about the package. But I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you lay all this out.
I'm going to tell you about the Republic of Molossia.
Yeah.
The faraway and exotic land that is the Republic of Molossia.
Please tell me this is like someone seceded and he lives in North Dakota.
Located in Dayton, Nevada. And surrounded by the United States of America.
Hell yes.
Molossia is a self-proclaimed micronation with a storied, if not slightly fantastical, history.
I am super into this. This is Sealand all over again.
Yes, very close. But first, some facts, some like national information. Their national symbol, their flag is the Grand Triune. It's a rectangular flag with 3 horizontal stripes with blue at the top, which represents both strength and the desert sky. Mm-hmm. White in the middle to represent purity and the mountains. And green at the bottom to represent prosperity and the Molossian landscape after a spring rain.
Aww.
Their national animal is Mustang, the wild horse. Their national bird is the valley quail. Their national tree is the common juniper. Their national flower is the common sagebrush.
Yeah.
The area is 17,920 square Royal Nortons, which is about 11.3 acres. Do you remember that episode we did about Emperor Norton, Emperor of the World?
Yeah.
That's what he's referring when he says
the
units of measurement
dogs?
as Nortons. Yeah.
Shut up. No way.
Yeah, seems like he's a bit of an icon to those who do the micronationalism thing.
Oh my God.
So yeah, there's lots of references to Norton, Royal Nortons as a unit of measurement and all kinds of things.
Are they like based on his height or something?
I didn't look into it.
I hope that they are.
But probably. So population of Molossia is 34, 30 humans and 4 dogs.
Okay. Dogs get citizenship. That's nice.
So the current ruler of Molossia, I'll get into their history in a bit, but he's the esteemed president Kevin Baugh, spelled Baugh.
Okay.
And the capital of Molossia is Boston, spelled Baughston.
I like that.
Their currency is the Valora, and it is linked with cookie dough. 5 Valora is equal to 1 tube of Pillsbury cookie dough, so they are literally rolling in the dough. Their joke, not mine. And this is a good time to talk
hell
about
yes.
the package that
Hell
I
yes.
have received.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited.
So I had ordered this during the week when I was doing the research, and knew I might not get it in time. And when we took that unexpected break earlier, I can't get it out of the package. When we took the unexpected break earlier,
Yeah.
it happened to be in the mail.
Okay.
So
Yeah. It's in our mailbox. It's addressed.
pretty well packaged.
This
here.
is addressed as from the government of the Republic of Molossia at 226 Mary Lane in Dayton, Nevada. But tellingly, United States is part of the return address. So you can only be so principled if you want to go through the USPS.
Yes. So I ordered some Molossian currency.
Yeah.
So I got their pack. They had a combo pack for like all of the coins, basically.
Yeah.
So this is like a 40th anniversary one. It's Republic of Molossia. It says 26th of May, 1977 to 26th of May, 2017. So that was their 40 years.
Okay.
Do you want to describe what you're seeing?
May I?
Yes.
What I am seeing is like, you know how you can get like poker chips made and customized with like your logo? That is exactly what they did.
It looks like they printed stickers and put them on poker chips.
Yeah, it's a poker chip. It's got like symbols around the outside, like a clover and a diamond and a spade and a heart, and it's in the middle. It has their incorporation dates, and on the reverse side, what appears to be the number 40 with like a horse kind of as part of their 40-year anniversary. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, they're all poker chips, aren't they?
Yes. So the Republic of Molossia on one side, on this one, this is the 5 Valora coin. On one side it says 5 Valora and has like a laurel, and it says nothing ventured, nothing gained, which is their motto.
Yeah.
On the other side it has esteemed President Kevin Baugh.
Okay.
And says Republic of Molossia, and it's a green poker chip type of coin.
I need to describe this.
Okay.
Because not only does it say Republic of Molossia, it has an image of the man in what appears to be sort of like formal regal dress. He's got
Yes.
like a big hat with like a gold thing in the middle of it. He kind of looks
He
like
always wears a snappy kind of military type suit.
you could.
Like formal dress.
This is like what like Castro looks like. It's like the big military hat and the jacket with the tie. Not fucking around with the imagery here. Definitely very official looking, despite the fact that it is a poker chip. Now you said this is 5 Valora.
That's 5 Valora, so that's equal
a tube
to
of cookie dough.
That's a tube of cookie dough right here.
If I'm in Nevada and I want cookie dough, I have official currency to buy it.
In Molossia,
Right. Only have to be there. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So this one says Republic of Molossia on one side. It has their coat of arms. This is the 13th. This is the 30th anniversary. And on the other side, it says 26th of May, 1977, the Grand Republic of Voldstein. So that was their original name. I'll go into that.
Voldstein's ditch that name for sure.
They did,
It sounds a little Nazi.
one.
I don't know how I feel about that. Wow, this is 30th anniversary. How much is this worth? Does it say?
I'm not sure.
It might not.
Republic, they're a couple of them are like just the special 40th anniversary coins.
Yeah, they definitely did a rebrand, and that's good because the Grand Republic of
Well, I'll talk
Voldstein-
about their history. We'll talk all about that transition.
I'm just saying for the imagery, there's like a
yeah.
big eagle, and that
It's
kind of
two-headed eagle.
spells out some ominous vibes.
You'll learn more.
Okay.
Republic of Molossia on the other side of this is a blue coin, and it says 1 Valora on the other side. So that's a 1 Valora coin.
Wow, how about that? A fifth of a tube of cookie dough.
And this is my favorite. This is the 10 Valora. So this is 2 tubes of cookie dough worth.
Wow.
And it says Republic of Molossia, 10 Valora on one side. Oh, what's it say around the edges here? That is very small. Oh God, I don't know if I could read. I feel like I need readers.
You want a hand?
Hold on. to ameliorate the evils under which the country is laboring,
Ooh.
and thereby cause confidence to exist both at home and abroad in our stability and integrity. That's around the edge of the 10 Valora.
Okay.
And then on the other side, it says Republic of Molossia, and it has this picture of Emperor Norton. That's on their 10 Valora coin.
Oh my God. That's the same guy?
That's Emperor Norton. That's the one we did the other episode on. I told you there's many references to him in here.
That's right. Yeah, there he is with his feathery hat. Emperor Norton the First.
And so I did something I don't normally do. So I ordered these coins. Oh, I forgot about the other part of the delivery. I also ordered some paper currency.
Oh, okay. They have like notes?
Yes. So this is one Valora bill. This says Bank of Molossia, Banco de Molossia on the other side.
They went with Spanish.
They're multilingual.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's actually really nicely made. They look great.
Wow. It is nice. The only detail about this that I don't like is that it's clearly a perforation because you can see the little areas around the edge where they had separated
but the texture of the paper is nice. It has like a raised, like embossed.
Yeah, it's a very textured
official
paper.
Thing on the side there.
Let's get the seal.
And I also got the 5 Valora, which is my favorite. It's green and has Mustangs on the back, and it has a picture of esteemed President Kevin Baugh on the front with his hat and everything.
Oh my God. Yep, there he is, the dictator himself. I'm amazed by this.
So, when I made this purchase,
they have serial numbers. Like they put serial numbers on the bills.
So when I made this purchase, I did so through their website. So you can do this too if you want to. I realized I pretty quickly after I paid through PayPal, got an email in return saying, thank you for your purchase and we'll send that out to you right away. And I realized this looked like a real email. Like this wasn't like an auto-generated
like
email,
someone's personal email address.
And usually they'll say at the bottom, like,
do not
respond.
Yeah.
This had none of that. And I was like, I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I'm going to reach out.
Hell yes.
So I did. And I basically explained that, I thanked him for responding and for sending these out and said that I do a podcast and we choose an area of interest every time we do it and explain the topic to someone else. We've done things like Sealand in the past. Molossia caught my interest, and I was going to explain Molossia to my boyfriend and co-host Dave. And I got a response.
So cool.
From His Excellency President Kevin Baugh himself from Republic of Molossia.
Oh, man. I salute you.
He said, greetings and thank you for your interest in our nation. I also mentioned that my main sources were Wikipedia and Molossia's website themselves.
Yeah.
He said, it is an honor that you will be introducing us to Dave in your podcast and thus talking about Molossia to your audience. Frankly, I'm not terribly fond of the Wikipedia article about Molossia, but our website is, of course, an excellent source of information. If you have any questions about our nation, please do not hesitate to ask. Have fun, and thank you again. So that
so
is
cool.
The endorsement of His Excellency President Kevin Baugh, Republic of Molossia, who responded directly to me and sent this currency off to us. So.
I am just tickled.
Yeah.
I'm tickled. I wonder if they're aware of I'm sure they're aware of Sealand and other kind of.
I think they are. I think they mention it on their website.
There's got to be a very small, but like
he seems very involved in micronationalism as a thing, and
like these people know who each other are.
Yes, at least in passing, if not personally, they know each other. So. That's why I mentioned Sealand to him. But yeah, so we got a direct response from him. So I'll get back into the information portion of the episode, but I wanted to share all that with you.
I am delighted.
Yeah, the paper currency is super impressive. I love the coins too, especially the one with Emperor Norton on it. But the paper currency is really cool. So their languages are English, Esperanto, and Spanish.
Oh, okay.
They have no state-recognized religion. Their national holiday is Founders Day, May 26th of 1977. Their national anthem, they have a national anthem. The words on their website, you can listen to the song and read the words, but I'm not going to play that. I'm just going to read you the words. There's a place beneath the western sun, a country proud, a nation next to none, an oasis amid the desert sand, standing tall in this uncommon land. From the mountains high down to the valleys wide, our flag of blue and white and green it ever flies. Where hawks and mustangs roam, for Molossia is our home. Treasure land of wind and sage and mighty dreams, our country strong and free and proud, it reigns supreme. For fair Molossia is our home, fair Molossia is our home.
I am so intrigued. I mean, I guess you have to have like an anthem
Yeah.
if you're going to be a proper nation.
I will say that they're very thorough.
Yeah.
Like, the information I'm sharing from you is mostly from their website, and it's not everything that's on their website.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you about a lot of things, but there's a lot more. If you're interested, anyone can go to their website and have a look and see exactly what's there. Their website is molossia.org.
Okay.
molossia.org. And there's a lot. They have so much information there. It's great, and including a little tab about how to start your own micronation,
Oh my goodness.
which I think we should do, quite frankly. But
Yeah, right. Why is there not a Goostopia?
yeah, so that was their anthem. They have so much on their website, seriously. The Pledge of Allegiance. The Molossian Pledge of Allegiance was adopted May 2012, written by His Excellency, the President. It goes as such. I pledge allegiance to Molossia, my home, my land, my heart, mighty and magnificent, from Molossia I'll never part. Short and sweet.
Good and simple.
Yeah. So let's get into the storied, if not fantastical, history of Molossia.
I have questions. I'll let you answer.
So originally, they were the Grand Republic of Oldstein, founded May 26, 1977. The founders were James Spielman, who was at the time King James I, and Kevin Baugh, who served as Prime Minister. After a while, King James I ceased to be active in the kingdom. Read as grew out of playing pretend.
Oh.
And Kevin Baugh continued to develop the nation. It just seems like it was an idea they had as kids that they started developing. And, sometimes you grow up and go do other things and aren't super involved. So
Right.
in 1980, the Republic was renamed the Kingdom of Edelstein. In 88, it was renamed again the Kingdom of Zaria. And it existed as a nomadic government without a home. The Prime Minister, along with the kingdom, traveled to Europe, and both grew culturally at this time. In 1995, the kingdom moved to Nevada. In 1998, land was purchased and the government was formally and officially established. The kingdom renounced in favor of provisional communist government at the time. September 1998, they renounced their sovereignty and joined the United Provinces of Utopia as a province of that nation. There's a lot here. This is going very quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. But
No, that's okay.
in 1999, in January, the United Provinces of Utopia ceased to exist as a nation. So Molossia was left with no national government. So they were declared the People's Republic of Molossia. And February 1st of 1999 with Kevin Baugh as the premier. In spring of 1999, they began to develop as a small nation rather than a micronation project. A quote from their website, "Our possession of physical territory makes this course a tangible one rather than a fantasy."
I mean, there is something to that. If you have land,
Yeah, it
like,
became more real because they actually had land.
yeah, I do wonder what their relationship is with, bless you, what their relationship is, like diplomatic relations with the United States government.
They seem pretty fair.
Okay.
Yeah. September 3rd, they renounced communist government. The People's Democratic Republic ceased to exist. They declared it the Republic of Molossia with the former premier, Kevin Baugh, now as president. In 2000, Molossia hosted the first intermicronational Olympic Games.
No kidding?
Yes. I want to talk about these a little bit, just a little bit, because it's
That's amazing.
so great.
So other micronations participated.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I got to find the tab about them on their website real quick.
It's just so interesting to me, like the that it's been so many different things and has evolved and changed its name.
Yeah,
and
it
changed
really
leadership.
has.
Yeah, it's pretty wild to me.
Sorry, I got to try to find.
Dead.
Sorry. There it is.
air.
There's, like I said, there's a lot of information on their site. So
Yeah.
finding exactly what I'm looking for, it can be a little hard. But so in 2000, they had their Inter-Micronational Olympic Games. They had 2 categories: mind sports, which were held online,
Okay.
and physical sports, which were held offline in person. So in mind sports, they had Yahoo Reversey, Yahoo Checkers, and Yahoo Chess.
Okay.
Yahoo Reversey, Prince Peter from Raven Corvinia, and Emperor Sean from Trissaline Imperium participated. Yahoo Checkers is Lord Robert Clark from Torhaven, and Mark Baugh from Molossia. Empress Andrea from Trissaline Imperium, and Edward Grantoke from Terra Firma from Terra Firma who forfeit.
Okay. Terra
that's a
Firma
weird name.
forfeit.
And Yahoo Chess was Lord Robert Clark from Torhaven and Mark Baugh from Molossia.
Oh, so he also enrolled in chess?
Mark Baugh, who I believe is the son of Kevin, the president.
Oh, right.
Physical sports, there was the 100-meter run participated in by Mark Baugh and Stephen Klemmer from Eslo. It looks like Mark Baugh won that with a result of 19.2 seconds. Shot put with a tennis ball, in parentheses, which would be difficult. Casimir Diana Regina from Torhaven. The results were 64 feet and 8 inches. President Kevin Baugh of Molossia, his result was 58 feet. And Empress Andrea from the Trissaline Imperium was unfortunately forfeit. They did discus with a frisbee.
Yeah.
President Kevin Baugh of Molossia, his result was 76 feet, which is pretty impressive. And Casimir Diana Regina from Torhaven, her result was 69 feet, nice, 4 inches. Empress Andrea was supposed to participate from the Trissaline Imperium, and they forfeit. So that was their Olympic Games, and I just thought that was great. I thought that the fact that they use a tennis ball and a frisbee was just particularly sweet.
Yeah, it's something heartwarming about that.
Yeah, I really like that.
It's like a national Olympic Games, but like kind of with
You
the
gotta use
scope,
what you gotta use.
like kind of like with the scope of a company picnic.
Yeah, I liked that a lot. So in 2001, they also hosted, I forgot. In 2000, he created the Norton Awards for Micronational Excellence. So he's like very involved in this. In 2001, Molossia hosted the first Inter-Micronational World Exposition, showcasing small nations from the world over. And I wanted to talk about their environmentalism efforts because in March 2007, they banned incandescent light bulbs in Molossia. And in January 2009, they banned plastic bags and began a comprehensive recycling program.
Oh, wow.
And Molossia also has a space program, and they frequently launch rockets. And they also have a navy.
Hold on a minute. They have a name. I don't know much about Dayton, Nevada, but I'm gonna bet it's landlocked.
But they also have some principalities and things like that.
Oh, okay.
And we'll talk about those later. But first, we need to unfortunately discuss an unsavory topic:
Oh no.
war.
Oh no.
We need to discuss war. They had the war with Mustachistan, which is one of their biggest wars. May 22nd.
Mustachistan.
Yes.
I like that name.
May 22nd, 2006, extended through June 8th, 2006. So Mustachistan's leader is Sultan Ali Oxenfree. He was an associate of President Kevin Baugh.
God.
And Mustachistan was founded to participate in the world of small nations, but also to function as competition for Molossia. And the rub is that President Baugh had actually assisted Oxenfree in establishing his nation and website. So,
And he repaid him.
with territorial disputes,
Wow.
mainly. So, Mustachistan started to claim that Molossia was part of their land because they also were in Nevada, and therefore part of Mustachistan and not an independent nation, despite Molossia having been settled in Nevada for 8 years with well-defined borders. The two nations planned a conference to discuss the dispute and reach a diplomatic resolution, but these talks failed, and Oxenfree insisted that Molossia should surrender sovereignty to Mustachistan. Molossia refused. In April, President Baugh visited River Park near Carson River in Carson City, Nevada, as he often does. This habit was well known and was used to exacerbate the conflict between the two nations. Oxenfree claimed the park was in Mustachistani territory and attempted to ban the president, going so far as to put up a No Molossian sign, which President Baugh immediately removed.
That's xenophobic.
Yes, which did not alleviate any brewing tensions. So by early May, Mustachistan threatened to use force to resolve the territorial dispute, and this threat seemed tangible. So the Molossian Navy was prepared and on the lookout for any incursions. May 22nd, 2006, war was declared. Mustachistan intended to move its army into position along Sutro Creek near the Molossian frontier. So President Kevin Baugh mobilized the Molossian Navy to intercept the Mustachistani army. The war took place across several ensuing battles.
What were these battles fought with? I'm wondering.
I could find out for you if you really need to know, but
That's okay.
there's a whole big story. There's details about every battle, but the thing was getting a little long, so I condensed a little bit.
Okay.
But there's more if you want to read more. There's more detail.
I do.
The war took place across several ensuing battles until the Battle of Rattlesnake Rift, during which the Molossian forces snuck up on the Mustachistanis, leading to their surrender. Negotiations began, and Sultan Ali and President Baugh signed a peace treaty on June 8th, 2006 at 12:30 p.m., ending the war. A new battlefield park was established and a war memorial recognizing the sacrifices made to protect Molossia.
Wow. It ends in peace.
Huh?
It ends in peace.
Yes.
That's good.
For then.
Oh, no.
Because in April 9th, 2010 through April 11th, 2010, so short-lived, there was the Kikassia invasion.
Kikassia?
Yes, a small invading force of 20, which, remember, Molossia is a population of only 34, 4 of those being dogs.
Wow.
Approached from the eastern frontier near the Molossian cemetery and overwhelmed Molossia's defenses. President Kevin Baugh surrendered to avoid the destruction of his beloved Molossia, and the Molossian government replaced and renamed itself Kikassia. The new leaders did not prepare for the challenges of running a nation, and these struggles, combined with the egotistical behavior of their dictator, led to its downfall. President Baugh was retained as his alter ego of Baron Fritz von Baugh in an attempt to transition government smoothly. As Fritz, President Baugh was able to turn the Kikassians against their dictator. After a brief power struggle, the Kikassian government collapsed and the dictator was violently overthrown. The government was handed back to President Baugh on April 11th, 2010.
Wow. What a story.
Yes.
What a turnabout of power.
Yes. Here's another interesting one for you. In September 2008, the Molossian Ministry of Archives and Records Spare Room Closet Division discovered a declaration of war against East Germany, dated November 2nd, my birthday, 1983, before I was born. The nation was currently the Republic of Molossia at the time, and the current president was then prime minister. He was in West Germany with the U.S. Army. So this explains maybe some of the Germany stuff, but
Yes, it does.
though East Germany ceases to exist currently, it was suspected that one East German sovereignty still persists on Ernst-Thalmann Island off the coast of Cuba, mostly uninhabited except for iguanas and birds. The existence of this sovereignty was proven by operatives of the Principality of Weichsland, headed by Prince Christopher, who conducted a reconnaissance mission and confirmed East German presence. I think Weichsland is another micronation.
Yeah.
Thus, the war persists, and the Molossians remain vigilant and prepared for an unlikely attack from covertly trained attack iguanas. I say that on their website. And the last war.
That's beautiful.
The last war we shall discuss is the Dead Dog War.
Oh, no.
On the evening of July 3rd, 1999, covert forces from the United States crossed the Molossian... I'm quoting this part is just from their website. I'm just quoting it.
Sure.
It was short, and I couldn't write it any better. So,
Okay.
So on the evening of July 3rd, 1999, covert forces from the United States crossed the Molossian frontier without permission and buried a dead dog in sovereign Molossian territory. Oh. The peace-loving Molossian government responded to this dastardly assault initially with negotiation to attempt to avoid all-out war. Negotiations failed, however, as the putrid corpse was not removed. Therefore, the Molossian army was deployed to deal with this underhanded threat to our sovereignty. Siege was laid against our enemy using our secret weapon, the ceaseless chatter of a hyperactive 13-year-old boy. I believe that is Mark Baugh.
Okay.
After 2 weeks of conflict, the siege resulted in the capitulation of the enemies of Molossia. The dead dog, now considerably more decomposed than before the war, was removed. Sometime later, reparations were made to Molossia in the form of a wood garbage can holder. Today, the Dead Dog War battlefield and the new grave of the dead dog just over the now-fenced Molossian frontier stand as a mute reminder of the horrors of war and of man's inhumanity to man. The Dead Dog War was an event that threatened the territory of Molossia by the United States, while not being a war in the strictest sense due to a lack of direct armed conflict, is nevertheless defined as such by Molossia because it represented a threat to our sovereignty and was resolved by unconventional weapons and not purely by diplomacy. It may also be likened to the Cuban Missile Crisis in that both sides stood firm until the United States blinked this time. That's the Dead Dog War.
That's really... I think about what it would be like to be the FBI in the area, or like someone who... You're the person who gets the letters from the Republic of Molossia complaining about an act of aggression on Molossian soil. Like, someone's getting these letters in correspondence.
No, so what really happened is that a neighbor buried their dog and it happened to be on their land, and they were like, move your dog, and they're like, no, and they're like, move your dog, and they're like, no, and then they sent their 13-year-old to badger them about moving their dog, and then he did.
Okay, that's
and then he gave him a garbage can.
All's well that ends well.
And then they put up a fence.
but I love that it's attributed to the United States. Like,
yeah.
the government of the United States.
Yeah.
This incursion on our lands.
Molossia is an exercise in just like...
It's like beautiful,
joy and
creative storytelling.
We are not quite done yet.
Okay.
We have yet to discuss their provinces.
Okay. Yeah, right. Because they have a navy somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, their navy is basically just their armed forces.
Mm.
But Farfalla is the colony.
Farfalla
is a colony of Republic of Molossia.
Like the noodle?
You'll see why. About 6.5 miles or acres. I cut that part off. It's covered in pine trees with a small seasonal creek, lots of wildflowers, and butterflies. Farfalla is Italian for butterfly.
Well, there you go.
And that's why that pasta is called that as well, because it's butterfly shaped. It was purchased in September 2003, but in 2005, due to economic reasons, Molossia relinquished Farfalla to the U.S. government. At the same time, Molossia gained their desert homestead province. In 2015, the Farfalla colony was restored as a Principality of Molossia, so 10 years later, they got it back.
All right.
Their desert homestead province is pretty interesting. So under the Small Tract Act of 1938, the U.S. government gave 5-acre parcels of land to anyone willing to improve upon it. Later, under amendments to the act, homesteaders were granted a deed if they built a structure with dimensions of at least 12 by 16 feet. So James E. Baugh, which is President Baugh's grandfather, did just that with the help of his brother. And the structure was eventually dismantled by passersby over the years, but the land now belongs to the Republic of Molossia as a province and national monument in the memory of James E. Baugh.
Oh, that's nice.
And then there's Neptune Deep.
Neptune Deep. What a name.
Molossia's undersea province and marine sanctuary at the direct opposite point on Earth from Molossia. If you draw a straight line through the globe in the open Indian Ocean, far from any landmass, is where this Neptune Deep resides. Southeast of Madagascar, on the Crozet Basin submarine depression. Political administration is in the hands of Molossian government, but physical administration is in the hands of Molossian Navy. Molossia claims the waters over Neptune Deep, as well as the seafloor itself, because they would have to enter the waters above it in order to get to the seafloor. And they have established this area as a marine sanctuary.
Okay.
As a quote from the website, although Molossia's Neptune Deep claim may be spurious and not generally recognized by national governments or the UN, it suits Molossia's purposes since we will never go there anyway. Distance and depth generally prohibit our nation from actually visiting our undersea territory. Instead, we see ourselves as custodians and stewards of this tiny area of the deep ocean.
That's amazing. You know what I love about it is it's like those companies that will name a star after you.
Yeah.
It's like they have absolutely no jurisdiction over some star that is forever away, and maybe no one else will even recognize it. But if you say you own it, prove
you
I
got
don't.
the paperwork. Molossia does offer tours, though they must be prearranged. They do not accept applications for citizenship.
Oh, I was going to ask that. How do you become a Molossian citizen?
You can't, unfortunately, but you can go visit. And you can buy souvenirs. They have lots of merchandise. They have some shirts and things.
Yeah, to sustain the government of Molossia, I'm sure.
Yes. The most interesting thing, you can buy war bonds because of their...
they have a bank.
Yes, because of their ever-present war with East Germany.
Right.
You can still invest in war bonds. I did not purchase any of those, but I did, of course, get the currency,
right,
which you can also get on their website.
You got to keep some currency in your wallet just in case you happen to be
Just in case you go to Molossia.
Yeah.
Never know. So, yeah. And then I already told you about the email communication I had with him. I'll write him back and let him know we did the episode.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this was a nice little departure from a lot of the episodes we do, but it's just like a story of someone who has an interest they're invested in, and they're creative and funny, and it's great. That's was what super interesting about this.
Like, what really strikes me is how sweet and funny and I guess serious only in the sense of like committing,
like thorough, very committed.
Yeah,
again, a lot more info on their website than what I talked about. Like, it is thorough.
The other thing is, you said they were established, I can't remember when, but this fellow does not look like an old man. They were
young. So Voldstein they were like kids when they came up with it.
Right. So,
and then he just kept it going.
So this guy has essentially been a prime minister since he was 7 years old.
And something, and
now El Presidente for maybe another 20.
Yeah. I mean, there is the 40th anniversary coin, and that's dating back to the Voldstein days. So this has been in existence in some form or another for a very long time.
I take back what I said about the eagle imagery and all that, because it's like that's clearly the stuff that kids associate with, like, like a government, it's even the United States government. We got a big eagle, doesn't necessarily mean to kids what that image might conjure up to adults. So you can tour, you can visit.
Yeah, it's a short tour. They say, budget for maybe an hour or less, and plan to do other things in the area outside of Molossia. But
do you know how much I would love to visit Molossia and bring like a diplomatic gift, for the head of state?
And it's I read an article about it, and it said like for pocket change. So I don't know exactly how much that is, but reasonable. So one day after COVID, maybe,
when we
if they're still doing tours
Nevada
at this time, we'll go to Nevada and we'll tour Molossia.
I would love to visit.
That would be great.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what exactly I was expecting, but this is much sweeter.
Yeah. It's
than
fun.
because like with Sealand, while they also seem like generally nice people, there's like a standoff element to it that's like a little bit troubling. Molossia just seems to have very peacefully incorporated itself.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to have any beefs except with places like with names like Mustachistan.
I do think you should look at Molossia's website, and like they have pictures from some of the wars, and they have like the disputes, and they have pictures of Sultan Ali Oxenfree of Mustachistan, and all kinds of things. But
I'm just tickled that this exists.
it's great, and it's existed for such a long time. For me, I bounce from interest to interest very quickly.
Yeah.
And
do you think you could maintain your own micronation for 40 years?
Maintain something for this long is like totally outside of my depth, but I'm impressed by it, and I think it's super cool.
Yeah. I'm impressed. Okay, so you mentioned the quality of the banknotes.
They're really cool.
And that's definitely
I think they're my favorite.
one thing about it. But the other thing is like, much like actual paper currency, the print itself is very fine, like high DPI print. So you have these like patterns that could be used essentially to verify that it hadn't been forged.
Yeah.
And like I said, serial numbers.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're like committed. It's awesome. And I'm not joking. There's like an embossed seal on it.
this looks every bit like a real piece of real currency, which is of course, what it is, or what it's meant to be at least.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed.
I think we should be. Yeah, it's super cool.
I would wonder, there's still some questions I have, which maybe their website will answer.
Maybe. What are your questions?
Like I wonder what the purpose was for the establishment of a micronation, like what they wanted it to stand for, what it meant to be
like
for them.
it started as just like a childhood project.
Yeah, just for fun.
And then it just became a thing that he enjoyed doing, and then he probably learned about the like micronationalism, and he's obviously very involved in that.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's a link on the website about forming your own micronation and a bunch of information about that too. So I think it just became like a little passion project.
The other thing is like, what constitutes a nation, right? Like the only thing that grants a legitimacy to a nation is the agreement of other nations that you're a nation, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that your nation doesn't exist, quote unquote, until recognized by other people. So like, I guess kind of like conceptually, it's not really
It's
a
feasible.
joke.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be nice if the rest of the world would agree
Yes,
to
true.
the sovereignty of the Molossian government. Maybe they don't. Maybe they do. I wonder if in correspondence ever anyone from the United States federal government ever gave them the legal justification by referring to them as...
These are also things that maybe esteemed President Kevin Baugh could answer.
Yeah, I mean, like, the question that I think I know the answer to is, have you ever been in any correspondence recognized as a government by, like...
Yeah, that would be interesting.
By the
to
United
find
States
out.
government, which I doubt. I think they're pretty choosy about how they refer to people.
Let me give you just a brief idea of how thorough their website is.
Yeah.
They have several tabs across the top here. They have an About Molossia tab, a History tab, Government Information, Government Agencies, Places, Culture, Media, their shop, Special Links, which is usually like the stuff about like
How to make your own.
micronationalism,
Yeah.
and a Contact Us button. Under Government Agencies, they have the Molossian War Office, Molossian Naval Academy, Molossian Navy Territorial Administration, Molossia Constabulary, Molossia National Park Service, Science Ministry, Molossian Air and Space Agency, Molossian Institute of Volcanology, Molossian Geographical Society, the Bank of Molossia, Molossia Railroad, which I didn't even talk about the railroad, Molossia Postal, Telegraph, and Telephone Service.
These are like largely the functions that a government needs in
Yeah.
order to support its people.
Yeah.
Even
and
30 some odd people and 4 dogs.
yes, they have under Places, they discuss their land and different parts on their land, Red Square, Norton Park. their friendship gateway because they believe in a gateway, not a wall. The province of their desert homestead, Farfalla Colony, Neptune Deep, and Molossia's Tiki Hut Bar and Grill.
I love it.
Which looks like a little tiki hut that they built and sometimes eat burgers at. And they have a list of their burgers that they make.
Oh my goodness.
Which there's a bunch of them on here, but they have the Dreamy Burger, which is the favorite of our chief constable. It's a tasty bun, 100% beef patty, lettuce, tomato, pickle, mayonnaise, and ketchup.
The classic.
Monster Burger, tasty bun, 100% beef patty, bacon, provolone cheese, ranch dressing, ketchup, and mayonnaise. It says, eat it before it eats you.
I wonder if you could go and have lunch at
I doubt that.
Yeah.
This seems like just like their family, but
if they say budget for an hour to tour Molossia, that hour doesn't also include a meal
lunch.
at the Tiki Hut.
they have one called the Breakfast Sandwich Burger, but it's spelled BR34K FAST S4MM1CH exclamation point
so
burger.
they're kind of nerdy too.
Yeah, so a great way to start your day, especially if your next stop is a nap. Tasty bun, 100% beef patty, egg, 3 slices of ham, bacon, Colby Jack cheese, ranch dressing, ketchup, and mayonnaise. They have a bunch of different ones on here, but I just think that's fantastic. And they have some drinks, including the Molossalini. It's their signature drink made with Sprite, pineapple juice, grenadine, and slices of fresh banana, oranges, and pineapple with cherries added too. A taste sensation. Don't leave Molossia without trying it. Sure, we have other stuff to drink too. Soda, water, even milk, but why bother?
Even milk.
They also have a lava cake.
Now we're just reading a menu.
Yeah, it's great though. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And they have Tiki Hut merch.
So they've been at this for over 40 years.
All said, yeah.
I mean, I wonder. I don't know. I wonder a lot of things. I'm sure that their website can provide a ton more information. I wonder what it was that he disputed or wasn't fond of in the Wikipedia article. And I imagine probably its perspective is a little bit like, you know, yes.
I looked at it to see, and there was something that I thought might be it.
Because it will be written from the perspective of this is not a recognized nation.
Right. I think it's partly that. I think it's that they say the Republic of Molossia has claimed itself as a nation. It's not recognized as a country.
Right. Like by who becomes the retort to
Right,
that, you know?
right. It says that they still pay taxes to the U.S., but Molossia calls it foreign aid.
I love it.
Yeah. And also, I think another point is, so at the top it says this article relies too much on references to primary sources, which is one of Wiki's things, right?
Yeah, right.
But like, if you're a small micronation and you have a website, what is there except a primary source?
You know, maybe some local news covers you, and maybe you get a profile in you know, a magazine or something like that.
I mean,
but
there
like
are
mostly,
a couple articles out there about them, but
Sure.
like most of the information, if you want actual information about them, is going to come from their website. So
Exactly. Yeah. I understand Wikipedia's policy on that, but on some level, if you're that small,
yeah.
it's most of the information is going to come from you.
But that's why most of the information came from the website itself, because
Yeah.
it was thorough and I didn't really need to look elsewhere.
I wonder what their citizenry looks like. 30 some odd people is a family's worth.
Yeah. It's their family. It's literally their family
Yeah.
and dogs.
Maybe a handful of people that live nearby that it's
no.
strictly the
Molossia
compound.
is just Molossia. It's just their family.
Wow. It's sad that you can't even petition for citizenship. I mean, I know how silly this sounds, but like I would love to I guess this is really role play. I would love to role play this with the, you know, to ingratiate myself to the government of Molossia. This is silly.
It's fun though, right? Like a part of me is like, I want my own nation. And then another part of me is like, you do not have the dedication to do that for 40 years.
Yeah, by the time it came time to like start drafting diplomatic missives.
Oh my God. I'd be like super focused on it for like 2 weeks and then I would lose interest. I know myself. But
Goostopia ran out of steam. We
don't have the
an all volunteer sort of government and workforce. There's only so much we can do.
Yeah,
as a nation,
we're already doing this podcast.
Well, I'm starting to think we need to do something with the various artifacts we have gathered.
We need to make a shadow box or something.
Yeah,
I would like to do that. You can build us one.
I mean, it occurs to me, though, we have a very unique opportunity if we choose to take it. I mean, we have the email address of the president of a nation. Mm-hmm. So maybe we'll take advantage of that fact and just beseech the president himself to answer some of our questions.
He said to reach out if we had any, so.
That's wild.
We are now in direct line of communication with the president of a nation.
Pretty cool.
Should make you feel important.
It does. I feel like we have ascended to the highest levels of power.
In which the highest
us.
levels of power are communicating with the world leader?
Yes. We have. I should have phrased that differently. We have the ear of the highest levels of power.
Well, that's all I got, though. I think we've come to the end.
That's amazing. I kind of want to see what the rest of the Molossian merch looks like.
You should take a look. I think personally the most interesting parts are maybe that Tiki Hut merch, which I didn't see before, and the currency, maybe the war bonds. I didn't take a close look at the war bonds, but yeah. I think the stuff like that was the most interesting.
I will say, if we had our own micronation state, I would want warm diplomatic relations with the Republic of Molossia.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
There's no reason for there to be anything but warm diplomatic relations.
Well,
I hope.
unless you want to be like the
Mustachistanis.
Yeah. Start claiming territory.
Oh, I don't plan to move to Nevada, so.
Well, I guess that's it. That's an episode.
That's a whole episode.
Thanks for that one. That was super interesting.
Yeah, it was super fun to research.
Yeah. I love the level of thought and detail that they have put into their
It's impressive.
nation.
Like some of the jokes are so good. The Pillsbury cookie dough
Iguana assassins.
That is like one of my favorite things I read on there. I had to include it because it made me laugh. I'm surprised you didn't hear me like randomly laughing through the wall when I was doing this research.
No.
But yeah, it was just fun.
Fantastic.
Sometimes this research is really hard to do, and a big part of that is because of my brain. Mm-hmm. But another part of it is that sometimes we research really heavy things that are just like
exhausting.
They're interesting but exhausting, and this was not the case. It was a nice departure.
So maybe we'll have an update in the future with commentary from El Presidente.
Yes.
But in the meanwhile, thank you very much for that, Chrissy. Mm-hmm. This has been an episode of Goose Chase.
Goose Chase.
We'll be back in another couple weeks with another episode.
Yeah.
About what, I don't know. And by then, we may be our own nation state. We'll just see.
We'll see.
There's only so many hours in the day.
Yeah, really.
But thank you for listening. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. You've been listening to Goose Chase. We are Goose Chase Podcast on Facebook and Twitter. On Twitter, our handle is @GooseChasePod, and our website is www.goosechasepodcast.com.
If you have any topics you'd like us to research, please email us at goosechasepodcast@gmail.com. If you like what we do on the show, please rate and review us on iTunes and Google Play.
Want to go on a goose chase?
Ooh, yes.